Alright, I'm here. Good morning. What is up, everybody? Holy moly, dude, we got things to complain about today. Oh my god, hang on, sorry, I need to unplug my thing so I can plug in another thing. Two-star, Top Keck, you Squid, Shiro, good to see everybody. Oh my god, question of the day. Hang on, I need to update something on Twitch. Question of the day, why the fuck is everything so expensive? Like, alright, so in this last week, we have seen not just an increase in the price of Xbox Game Pass, but we're also seeing a price increase with Twitch. If you're not aware, Twitch subs are going to be going up in price very soon, bumping up a whole $1 in the US region, and it's already gone up by $1 or more in other regions. I don't need to explain why this is a problem. Obviously, you guys aren't going to want to pay more for a service like that. It's not even a service. You're just trying to support me. I don't necessarily get more out of this price increase. If anything, I lose something, because how many people are going to cancel? Because that extra $1 a month is what the straw that breaks the camel's back. By raising the price, they're saying, oh, you're going to have to pay more for this now. It's up to the streamer to figure out how to add value to match that. And in some cases, streamers aren't going to be able to do that, because they're already pushing themselves to the limits. I speak for myself when I say that streaming is a part-time, it's like a hobby for me, right? I'm not looking to do this for a job. I'm not relying on this income, but I do put the money from streaming back into things for the community. Whether it's minor conveniences, such as having a website that hosts all of our commands, or paying for something like a Pal World server, or paying for the cost of upkeeping my hardware for streaming. All of these things are gonna have costs associated with them, and I'm full ready to eat most of those costs, regardless of how much I make from Twitch subscriptions, how much I make from donations, what have you. But if Twitch keeps raising the price like this, a lot of streamers who rely on that income are gonna suffer really hard. And the thing is, realistically, Twitch is operating at a huge loss right now. I think we're talking at least $1 million in the hole, probably more. Someone check the numbers for me on that. And so I think there's other ways to solve this problem. At the end of the day, it's a business that's failing. Fiscally speaking, Twitch is a business that's failing. And if they don't solve the problem soon, they're gonna go under. Now, here's what happens, right? Here's the thing. Raising the price of the subs is gonna cause a drop off in subs. It is not gonna stay the same. And I think they know that, and they're doing it anyway. I think they're trying to actively push away people from the platform because they're struggling to keep up with bandwidth and server storage. Despite the fact that Twitch has been taken over by Amazon and is benefiting from the Amazon, the AWS infrastructure and all the things that Amazon's got going for it in terms of like online storage and hosting I don't think they could keep up with the number of people streaming Call of Duty to an audience of 1 or less, to all the Fortnite streamers who average 3 viewers a month, to all the Overwatch content creators who are pulling negative viewership. I really think that we're gonna see some major shift in how Twitch operates, or the platform's just gonna go under and shut down. It's gonna collapse in on itself like a dying neutron star. And I, for one, you know, if that happens, I can guarantee another service is gonna come along that fills that void. We saw Kick come in and fill the void for racists who lost their platform after Twitch did a huge shift in their TOS and enforcement of their community guidelines. I think in that scenario, like, it's gonna suck for a lot of people because, you know, like, a lot of people rely on Twitch being Twitch and having access to Twitch's API for, you know, fun things like little channel redeems or their Twitch alerts or whatever. Yeah, there's too much VTuber titty for Twitch to handle. And here's the reality of it. More people are spending time streaming than, like, is worth it. I don't know how to, like, word this in a politically correct way, so I'll say it bluntly and then revise my statement after I get canceled. There's a lot of people who are streaming that shouldn't be. There's a lot of people that aren't really bringing anything to the table that they couldn't just do on YouTube or any other video hosting platform. Because you got so many of these people on Twitch who aren't paying attention in their chat. They're just streaming. They're not even talking. Sometimes they don't even have a webcam on. There's really nothing added there other than they're just playing a game and they want other people to watch them and give them money. And you know what? That's fine. Do it on YouTube. Upload your YouTube VODs, or upload them, like, just to YouTube direct instead of streaming on Twitch. Why are you streaming that? I think people are just using the platform incorrectly. And there's gonna always be someone in the defense, well, you should let them, they just maybe haven't had their shot yet. Maybe I'll guarantee, like, 90% of the people that are the problem have been doing it for at least 3 years and have no intention of giving up. They're gonna make it someday. They're gonna hit the big break someday. All of a sudden, they're gonna get raided by Ninja, and all of a sudden, people are gonna see they're really good at Fortnite, and then they're gonna blow up, right? Yeah. No, Des, you have an excellent analogy here. Streaming on Twitch, it's like a lot of people are just driving around town just to drive, and it's just causing more traffic. And the infrastructure can't handle it. It's not sustainable. And all that's to say is, the only thing I can encourage people, given Twitch's price hike, is if you like watching streamers, pay for Twitch Turbo, because the best support you can give any streamer is to watch their channel. Any streamer who tells you otherwise, any streamer that tells you, hey, you should be subscribing, hey, you should be donating if you're watching my stream, like do your part, stop watching that person. Just stop. Unfortunately, I know a few people who just really need to push donations because Twitch is their only source of income. In every single case, I know that they could be making money other ways if they wanted to put their mind to it, but they insist on trying to make their living from streaming, and it's just not a sustainable career unless you're signed with some kind of advertising gig, or you got some kind of agency backing you, or you have something going on that's part of a larger creative ecosystem that's going to help financially sustain you. Trying to make your entire livelihood off of Twitch is a fool's errand. I mean, I wish all the best to the people that are trying, but, like, I'm realistic here. I would, you give me a full-time job that basically pays me minimum wage, or try to make my entire livelihood off of streaming, I'll take the minimum wage job without a second thought. If you have time to watch, you have $5. Yeah, like, that's the funny thing, though, is, like, most of the time when my friends are streaming, I'm not actually watching them. I just have their stream up, and I hear them yap in the background. Sometimes I just put them on mute. I'm just trying to help them get that extra number in hopes that that's enough to help boost them in the direction they want to go. And there's plenty of other ways you can support a streamer. Obviously, I think watching and just being present, like, that validates the entire thing they're doing, right? But you can also share their stream. Hey, my friend is live and they're talking about this. Hey, Marina's streaming right now and she's complaining about how the Twitch increase. Like, come yap with us and tell us what you hate about Twitch. Liking VOD uploads on YouTube helps discoverability and helps them get like grow their audience. Like, there's all these things you can do to help a streamer that don't cost money. Obviously, kind heart sending bits, that's a great way to support. Love it. Thank you very much. Yeah, in my case, I think one of the things that I like most is when people bring new people into our community. When they say, when I see someone show up and they say, hey, Topkek, like, brought me here, or they, like, say, hey, can I invite a friend to the Discord, and that person joins, and that person's cool. We love that. We fucking love that. We're here for that shit. When we have, you know, like, when I have almost as many people hanging out watching X-Files with us on Discord on Wednesday nights as I do hanging out in the stream chat, like, shit, I'm doing something right. Who cares if I'm making $100, $200, $300 a month on subs? Like, money can't buy friends. I mean, it can, but it can't buy long-lasting friends, because the second that money's gone, the friends are gone. But having, like, a solid community of people that you can hang out with, that share interests and get along with each other, you can't put a price on that. And that only happens when everybody involved is working together to move us towards that goal. When it's just me trying to encourage people to come flock around me, I'm not fucking Jesus Christ. I don't need apostles. I love that I have people that would support anything I do and back me up when I need it, and you know, encourage me and all that. But, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm just out here trying to make friends and try to have people to talk to about video games so I don't annoy Sydney with it. I think I've said you can fuck Jesus Christ. You got that, Riz. Yeah, I don't know. Dude walks around in the desert all day eating locusts and honey. I don't know. That's kind of, it's kind of, gives me the ick. Well, let's talk about Xbox Game Pass, because that also went up in price. Now, here's the thing that's kind of fucked about this, about the PlayStation Online. These are integral to get the proper full use out of these $500 or more consoles. They sell you a $500 console. They don't include any games. Those game bundles happen less and less. They used to have those all the time. Every fucking month you'd see God of War themed PlayStation, Forza themed Xbox, Fortnite themed Xbox. What is that one game? Last of Us themed PS5. Like, you'd see all these, like, themed bundles coming out, and now they don't even do that anymore. Now you spend $500, you get a console, you get 3 days, 3 motherfucking days of online pass, which you can't use unless you put your credit card in and enable the auto renew. And then they say, hey, $20 a month to use the online features. Oh, but we're trying to improve our online infrastructure, so we gotta charge you money for that. Yeah, okay. Fuck right off. Xbox Live has less social functionality now than it did on the Xbox 360. And that's a fucking fact. And don't give me this bullshit. Oh well, they got the Xbox game clubs now. You can join clubs and participate in activities. Do you know a single fucking person who actually uses that? Do you know anyone who has used an Xbox Game Club for anything other than to promote their Twitch channel? No, because those people don't fucking exist! At the end of the day, they're asking you to pay more simply because of inflation, when in reality, they're the ones causing it. Oh, everything costs more. Yeah, well, I'm not raising the price of anything. I'm not actively going around saying, oh, I'd be willing to pay more for this. Nobody fucking wants this. This sucks. During the Xbox 360 days, I remember paying $60. And I would get a year of Xbox Live. And then I got a PS4. And I was like, oh shit, okay, well I gotta pay for two. And I thought to myself, damn, $120 just to use online on both of these consoles is kind of whack. And I remember my Nintendo Wii, and I remember my Wii U, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't have to pay online for this. And sure, I don't have party chat, but let's be real, like, I don't like using it. I used to prefer to play games on my own, and when I played games online, the fact that I couldn't talk to anyone made it a lot easier to not get angry at them, because they weren't calling me a racial slur in my ear. And now even Nintendo, a minimum, I think it's $20 a year. $20 a year is reasonable. You get access to the virtual console games, which honestly, I don't feel like we should even have to pay for at this point. I think I've paid for Super Mario Bros. 3 at least 18 times across various console generations or hard copies or what have you. But at least Nintendo is being realistic about the value they're providing. If you were going to spend $20 a year buying copies of old games, then Nintendo Switch Online doesn't seem like a bad deal, because you get access to the entire library. Well, not the entire library, but a solid library of retro games. You get access to basic online. You get cloud saves, which I think are great. Sure, there's no online voice chat, but like, would you really use it? Would you really use online voice chat in Splatoon? Or Pokemon? No, you probably wouldn't, because you would be mostly talking to children. And unless you are a child or a sex offender, that prospect probably shouldn't matter to you. Yeah. I think Nintendo, despite not understanding what people want in terms of like being able to play backwards compatible games or having access to their previous generation's library, like, they're not so staunchly anti-consumer. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go turn off that alarm, and also I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Alright. I'm back. Yeah, so back on the topic of Nintendo Switch. Kindheart, you are correct. There is voice chat of sorts. I've tried using it once. It is the lowest quality you could get on a voice thing. I swear to God, it's at like 120 kilobit per sec. It sounds like I ever heard them talking through a little thing like this. It sounds bad. I do miss Miiverse. Miiverse had some of the most unhinged posts of all time. And I like Nintendo's little, like, you can draw things and then send them as, like, that's the only way you can communicate. But, at the end of the day, so how do we combat this? How do we deal with the fact that they are gouging us? I'll tell you. Stop playing on those consoles. I understand it's a tall order to tell people, buy a gaming PC. Stop buying these, like, stop buying your Xbox. Stop buying your PS5. Here's the reality of what happens is, your favorite first-party titles are already coming to PC. Windows 10 and 11 support the majority of first-party Xbox titles. Master Chief Collection is on Steam. Most of the games that you get on Game Pass, you can buy for $10 or less. And how much of that Game Pass are you actually playing, by the way? How much of that PlayStation Now library are you using? Probably not a lot, right? You're probably picking one or two games once in a while, but the reality is that even with the day one releases, their lineups are weak. PlayStation, even PlayStation, even PlayStation games are on Steam now. Hell, there's PlayStation games on the Nintendo Switch now. Lego Horizon is a PlayStation Studios game. And it's on the Nintendo Switch. You do not need to buy a PS5. You do not need to buy an Xbox One. Buy a gaming PC. And if you want the handheld portability, the technology is there now. You can get all the power of a high-end gaming laptop in a compact handheld form. The Asus ROG Ally, the Steam Deck, the Lenovo Legion Go. Fully fledged PC gaming handheld consoles will definitely provide you with more entertainment than your body can handle. And guess what you get to do? Guess what you get to do? Because these are PCs, you get to do literally anything. You want to emulate shit? Go for it. You want to put game mods on? Go for it. You want to look at porn? Go for it. Can you look at porn on your Xbox One? Not easily. No, I remember I took a screenshot of it. The Lego Horizon game has the PlayStation Studios title card on it. Why do you have PlayStation's catalog discounted for life? Oh, sorry, 2-star. Sorry, it's not stable. Oh, don't know why. Yeah, I I cannot recommend Steam Deck enough. It's literally the best purchase I've made. And even when I don't use it every day, I think to myself, God, I'm glad I bought one. Found a hair in his God of War. Yeah. I don't know. And we also got, like, other things that they keep raising the price on. You got, like, Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus. And you pay more. You could pay for 3 of these services, and you are effectively paying as much as you would for a cable subscription. The difference is, with the cable subscription, you got DVR. So you can record the stuff as included, and then skip past the ads with the DVR. You can't skip the ads with Netflix or Disney Plus unless you pay extra. Not to mention, some of these shows get nuked after a certain amount of time. With the DVR, you can have that recording on there forever. There is zero reason to pay for these things. We gotta just start torrenting shit. Set up a seed box, watch a YouTube video on it. Don't give me this, oh, I don't know how to do that. $15 a month, and Sydney and I have access to every show in the world. Pretty much on demand. You spend a week doing research, trying to understand how torrents work, how seed boxes work, how that whole process works. And I guarantee you'll know enough that you can interview for any private tracker, set it up, and have access to any show you want within a day of release at 1080p quality or higher. Battle passes are another thing y'all gotta stop paying for. Don't let FOMO suck your dick dry. Money is stored in the balls, and some of y'all with the battle passes, let that thing slurp up every last drop of your financial seed. And you can't do that. I made the mistake last month of letting myself get sucked into Rocket League's battle pass because it was fish themed. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Rapsal. Yeah. I pay for a single battle pass, and that's the Fortnite one. And it's mostly because they refund you. Yeah, I don't even buy the battle pass. So I have the Fortnite crew, and I think Fortnite crew is actually an okay deal because I play Fortnite enough for it to be worth it. So I tell myself, it's like paying for an online membership, right? For like Final Fantasy. I pay $14 a month for Final Fantasy, roughly. I think with like Final Fantasy plus 1 extra retainer. And I pay $14 a month for Fortnite Crew. And Fortnite Crew gives you the Battle Pass, and it gives you 1,000 V-Bucks. And it gives you skins, which make your account worth more, and you know, realistically, if you really wanted to sell your account, you have that option. Don't do that, though. That's against TOS, and then you get in trouble, and then they'll charge back you, and then you have nothing. But, yeah, Fortnite, the Battle Pass usually has things I want. I let myself get suckered into the Rocket League one, because it just had fish. Stop paying for that shit. Don't let FOMO get you, because realistically, no one gives a shit about your skin. What is everybody saying? Like, when you're in Fortnite, like, whenever you see a skin that's not the same one that you or your friends have, you make fun of it, right? It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's a skin you own. Like, I have a John Wick skin, and anytime I see a John Wick, I'm like, oh, they paid for the John Wick skin. They're probably bad at the game, right? That's like, literally, everybody says about like any skin or cosmetic in any game is they see it, and if it's not the one they're using, they go, oh, this person's bad at the game. Like, and once crew goes up to $20, I'll probably stop paying for it. Hell, I'll probably stop playing Fortnite for a few months just in protest. Literally every single time you see a cosmetic in the game that's not your own, you make a negative assumption about that person, because that's just how we're hardwired. Because of FOMO. Because FOMO tells us that if it's not the current season's coolest item, it's garbage. Yeah, or it's a tryhard skin. But again, every skin's a tryhard skin, right? Because anytime we see a skin, when did we ever go, oh, that guy's got a cool skin? We never do that. We always shit on people. Christmas skin? Oh, yeah, they're a loser. They only play Fortnite. Superhero skin? They're a loser. All they do is play Fortnite. John Wick? Oh, they're a loser. All they do is play Fortnite. We just shit on every skin. Anime skin? Oh, they have an anime skin. Kill them. Like, if you're wearing a solid color superhero skin, any of them, you're fucking loser. I'm sorry, but like, it doesn't give you the advantage you think it does. It just makes you look like you like the smell of your own farts. That's what it looks like. When I see that, I imagine an unwashed gamer who like does scratch and sniff on his ball sack at least once per match. Like, while he's reloading, he goes in for a quick scratch and sniff. Yeah, I know, right? It's quite the mental image. I bought the superhero skin as a joke, and I regret it. I regret it so much. It was a waste of, what was it, like $8 at $10 at the time? $10 I'm not getting back. All right. We're going to take a breath here. We're going to move away from talking about financial gripes. And I want to let you guys know some stuff I got planned for the channel for the next, like, couple months and long term. I'm like a little worried to share some of this because I don't want to set expectations that are unrealistic, but I also hope that maybe it gives me a bit of accountability on like seeing some of this stuff through, because it's cool shit. I mean, I could talk about being a Sigma male, but like realistically, I don't think I'm qualified to talk on having anything to do with masculinity anymore. All right, so a couple of things. Short term, we have Keck visiting, so he's not streaming today. I thought he was going to be here tomorrow or yesterday. And so I thought he'd be here today, and I could make him stream for me. I might have him stream for me on Monday, but I think he's got something with his work, and also I don't have my retro game set up, so he's gonna have to like play Nintendo Switch Online or something. I will be moving soon. Obviously, that's gonna cause some interruptions to the stream schedule while I get sorted, so I hope you guys will be gracious with that. I mean, you guys usually never bust my balls, but the plan is once I get settled, we'll resume the same stream schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. It'll just be in a new house. I gotta get to the new house, set up my streaming space, but we also gotta set up like the internet wiring in the house. Because my stream studio is going to be on the third floor, well, second floor, I guess. But then, like, the internet router, I think, is going to be in the basement. So, like, I got to figure that out. we're probably gonna have like an electrician come and run hard wires to both the offices, just so that it's all set up. And Sydney and I need to get like some hardware to make that work. So if you want to help with that, donation link below. Do your part. If you got 5 minutes to watch the stream, you got $5, right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. But more realistically, it's probably gonna be like maybe a week, 2 weeks tops of interruption on the streams. I might try to set one up and do like kind of like a scuff stream doing from Wi-Fi. But the good news is we're buying a house, right? And I shouldn't have to move again, because I've had to move like every couple of years, and I'm hoping to break that cycle finally. At least give me like 5 years. At least give me fucking some time to build up a fucking savings. My savings account has never amounted to more than like $500 at a time, because like every year I get like make progress, then it's like boom, gotta move. Other things. What are we going to be streaming? For the foreseeable future, my focus and enjoyment has largely been in the RPG area. Splatoon simply isn't really super stimulating. I think I'm running into kind of not like burnout, but it's just like most of my friends aren't super into the game. And you know, I got y'all that join me for the matches and stuff, but it's not good for growth, right? It's not good for introducing new people to the community. And as people move on from Splatoon and we don't see them around here anymore, there's no new folks coming in. And while I'm not like super concerned with like having like the cozy, you know, the regular group, it's nice to like be able to meet new people and stuff. And Splatoon's not a good game for that. So, we have Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, which should be a pretty cool game. I'm hoping you guys like it. We'll give it a shot, and if people go, we're not really about this, then we'll try something new. We got plenty of Kingdom Hearts games to play through, should we wish to do it. I think I'm gonna do the Game Boy Advance version of Chain of Memories, just because I can't see how playing through the 3D version makes any sense. That sounds like it's gonna suck. Another game I'd like to play, and it's on sale on Steam, but I don't think I can spend the money on it, and the sale might already be over. Unless someone wants to send me like $25 right this second. Final Fantasy VII Remake, it was on my list, but I don't know if the Steam summer sale's still going. It looks like it's already over, so I might be donezo, unless Square Enix is like extending their sale longer. Let me see. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. Nope, it's back up to $70. So we'll have to wait for that to go on sale again. I also have Final Fantasy 15, and I also have Stranger of Paradise. So I have like a bunch of RPGs that I could dig into. Off stream, we'll be plodding along in Final Fantasy 14. If you guys haven't had a chance to get on that game yet, I definitely recommend it. The server congestion from the release of the new DLC has died down a lot, so you should be able to make new accounts. Even if you can't join the world that we play on, you can still play with us, and it's something that can be rectified later down the line. That's I really appreciate it. No, thank you. It's I'm looking forward to playing it. I saw a bunch of memes about the game earlier today about like the demon negotiations and stuff, and I think we're gonna have a fun time with it. So yeah, unless something else like randomly drops that just like fucking blows my balls clean off, the only other thing I can see us like maybe working into the mix is playing some Pokemon games. I I need to blitz through a few Pokemon games that we've already done on stream like 100 times. So like up to Gen 4, I think I want to get up to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then we can do a playthrough of that, and then we can jump over to Black and White. I have to look at what is Poker Rouge. I've seen that show up in chat a few times. What is Poker Rouge? Oh, Poker Rogue. I can't read. Let me see. Is this someone just trying to make Rogue Emerald as a browser-based game? Because there's Pokemon Rogue Emerald, and then now I'm seeing this Poker Rogue thing come out. And I gotta wonder if someone came in and tried to steal Rogue Emerald's thunder, because Rogue Emerald is one of the best ROM hacks of any game I've ever played. I'll just say it right now, like they covered all the bases. If you haven't tried it yet, we have the ROMs on the Discord. If you can't find it because you're stupid and don't know how to use the search thing, tell me and I'll help you. We also keep ROM hacks in the Tentalabs Discord, or the Tentalabs Dropbox now. So if you're into trying out that kind of stuff and you don't want to have to figure out how to like patch ROMs yourself, even though it's like super easy and a baby could do it, your Squid girlfriend is super cool and does that for you. Yeah, so Pokemon's another one. Like, I really want to get into competitive Pokemon. I hate like the Poketuber fan base. Boop. Yeah, I can't stand the Poketuber shills. They make me want to pull all my hair out. But yeah, so that's game plans for the stream for the at least immediately foreseeable future. And then even longer term, I'm talking probably not till next year, but we're going to be looking at something that I have talked mad shit on, but given some recent conversations I've had with some people and some instances that have come up that have been a pain in my dick, we're going to be looking at a re-debut. Oh. Okay. Now hear me out. Hear me out. So I know y'all don't like change. Change is scary. Change is bad. But we are in the very early stages of concepting for a new VTuber model design. Your favorite Squid is evolving. And don't worry, I'm not evolving into an anime girl. For fuck's sake. Oh, God, I would never. Ew. God. Yeah. Yeah. I'm working with Raccoon. And it's something that is gonna... Like, I want to take time on it, and I want to do it right. Because I never did, like, any kind of debut or re-debut or anything. Like, I've just always been, you know, like a VTuber, right? I've always had some kind of 3D model. Except for when I didn't. But, like, that was back when I was a dude. And so, it's gonna be a complete overhaul of everything. Like, and I know that some people are gonna be like, oh, no, I don't like this. I don't like that it's different. I miss the Squid. I don't want to hear that kind of stuff from people. I'll be honest, like, I'll probably smack people around a bit if I hear that kind of feedback once it does happen. Especially considering the amount of time and work and the number of people involved on making it happen, because this is something that I'm going to be working with a number of people to make happen. It'll take some getting used to, but like, I'm still gonna be me. And my character, I think the character redesign is going to be familiar in certain ways that you guys are going to like it, but it's going to help me out with the whole, like, being a Splatoon character is kind of holding me back from being able to do certain things, because they go, oh, you're streaming with a licensed character, even though it's not, you know, like, Marinara Digivolve too. Yeah, no, it's something. I think it will feel like a natural evolution. In order, it's going to maintain some of the energy that you know and love, but it's gonna present it in a new light that, like, I will not have to worry about Nintendo at all. And it's something that I don't think I've seen really many, if any, other VTubers are doing. But there's a lot involved. There's got to be lore. There's got to be world building. There's got to be a lot of art and stuff made. And I got to find a 3D artist I can work with, because what I want to do, I'm not confident I can do on my own. So I will say that skate park picture I posted in Creative Corner yesterday was a hint. It was a haploid cell level look at what is happening. It's not even a fetus yet. It's a cell undergoing mitosis. So all I can say is I'm gonna try to keep it largely under wraps. I will provide little updates just so you guys know it's coming, just so you guys can see that I'm working on it and hold me accountable. And if this time next year, like, my stream hasn't updated at all, then you guys can bust my balls over it. But until then, stuff is happening. It's happening in the background. And once it does, then, you know, we'll do the re-debut, we'll do the rebrand, we'll do all the stuff. But the content's still gonna largely stay the same. Like, we're still gonna have the streams, same stream schedule, same types of games, same types of energy, but in a corporate branding friendly package that would open up the door for me on a number of opportunities. I don't have to worry about things like Virtual Market having to sanitize all the Splatoon stuff out of my work. I can collab with other VTubers and not have to worry about them being like, oh, I don't want to do it as a Splatoon streamer. And it also opens me up to not have people, like, come in and just, like, be like the weird 14-year-olds that do Splatoon renders in Blender. Like that's the only thing that they see about me is, like, I'm a Splatoon character. Like, it'll be my own thing. I think a lot of people see that, like, I'm a Splatoon character, and they, like, just to make an assumption, they don't even click on the stream, or it's like, whatever. And it's fine, like, people are that shallow about it, like, I don't want them here anyway, but I can't say the same for things like being able to take sponsorship opportunities, yeah? Hey, can you carry me? Hey, can you at least fucking follow the channel? You fucking leech, you absolute cretin, you roach of a human being. Ah! See, that's Ganondorf is how I feel. Alright, let's see if my Nintendo Switch still works. Yeah, it's not the Kevin Roach. All right. I think that's the longest we gone, just yapping before we actually got, like, into playing whatever game we're supposed to stream. semi-professional yapper. My throat hurts after all that yapping. Though I also might just be like a little bit sick still. I don't know. Oh, a cooler. We can put human organs in there. Oh god, we've got 2 audio sources happening here. Let me fix that. Oh, look at those gold shoes. All right. You guys ready to goon? Splagoon. I thought it was this guy making that sound. I was tripping. Ugh. There's just a weird taste in my mouth. I don't know what it is. I got a new toothpaste. I don't think I like it. Hey, look who it is. Look who decided to finally show up. Hi, Kevin. Oh, it wasn't Kevin. I was tricked. Got him. Damn it. You got me. You busted me. I wasn't looking at chat. I have been cajoled by your chicanery. Garble smacked. I like that. That's a good word.
Deploying flashbang.
Damn it, you're trying to trick me again. He tried. Phew. I was gonna say, if that guy got away with that, I would have freaked out. What does Squid want? You can only bamboozle me so many times in one stream before I become privy to your tricks.
Computer deactivate iguana.
I was tormenting that poor wiper over there. Bro's gonna spend the whole match fighting fucking sprinklers over here. What is this guy? This guy is so stupid! I'm trolling a guy with a fucking set of sprinklers. Warned this shit, forced to wipe. Damn, I got too greedy. How many sprinklers did I throw in that round? At least 15. Damn. Just absolute rectal reaming over here. The booty blowout. Speaking of sponsorship offers, you guys, I got sponsored by a sponsor offer shit from Monopoly Go. Should I take it? Oh, that wiper's gonna squid party this whole round now because he got his titties in a twist. Oh, I just noticed Pearl Marina's jet. Damn, imagine having your face painted on the side of the jet. That would make me so fucking... Oh, we got the fucking wiper on our team. We're gonna lose. Bro can't even fucking handle a sprinkler. Damn. Thought I could get away in time. God, can you imagine? So I just found out my parents live in the same neighborhood that I'm moving to. And they were telling me about their HOA, and apparently at the HOA meeting they found out that one lady owns like 10 of the houses in that neighborhood as rental properties, and she's just like the biggest bitch. So I'm gonna have fun with that. I'm gonna go to those HOA meetings and just troll the shit out of them. So like, here's the thing with HOAs is like, yeah, in a perfect world they wouldn't be needed, but realistically, with how common it is for people to rent properties, HOAs are necessary because more than anything, the HOAs keep the rental properties in check. They make sure that the people renting are respecting the fact that it is in fact a residential neighborhood and not just some like fucking like trap bullshit. Yes, so, okay, I have Keck, and it's funny you should ask that, because the way it works is that if somebody says, like, puts up a sign on their lawn in my neighborhood and says, hey, private property, you can't let your dog use the bathroom here, per the HOA contract, all of the grass areas are common space in the neighborhood. You do not own the tract of grass. You do not maintain it. The HOA maintains it for you, and it is not your private property. The only private property is your front porch, your sidewalk, and your domicile. The lawns and yard space and grass space are not private property. Damn. I told you we were gonna lose because we got the fucking wiper on our team. Backyards too. Yeah, because there's no backyard. It's just like an extended grass area that's interconnected between all of them. They're not fenced off or anything. Hey, it's my favorite year, 2002. It has been a while. How you doing? You missed it. We were doing like an entire playthrough of Kingdom Hearts. And we beat it! And I beat all the secret bosses too, because I'm cool. So yeah. So those houses, I'm gonna encourage Winston to pee on their lawns. And I'm gonna have a copy of the HOA documents in my back pocket in case the people putting up the signs need a reminder. It's okay. I have the Kingdom Hearts playthrough VODs going on YouTube, which by the way, hang on. Let's see, which link does this do? Okay, I have 2 YouTube channels. There's also this one. I have 2 YouTube channels, and you should subscribe to them both because I won't spam your YouTube notifications with uploads. That's not totally true. I do upload most of the Twitch VODs on YouTube, so. But that's because Twitch doesn't save the VODs, which is kind of dumb. But, like, goddamn, I'm paying for Twitch Prime. Like, what the hell is going on? What am I paying for? Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that, like, our playthroughs are saved on YouTube, so whenever someone makes a lolcow documentary in the future, they have plenty of content to pull from. I'd actually fucking love that. Someone made a documentary on me, and this, like, Marina Tentacles was a low-tier Twitch VTuber streamer from the 2020s. Look how stupid she is. She's a big, dumb, doo-doo head. Yeah, I feel like the only way you can actually get a lolcow documentary made on you nowadays is if you end up becoming, like, either, like, a scam artist or a sex offender. So, I'm gonna try to become a scam artist so that they don't make a sex offender video on me. Those are the only 2 paths in content creation careers. You either die, you quit while you're ahead, or you become washed up and get exposed for being a scam artist or a sex offender. There's no gray area. Trust me, I've seen all the Turkey Tom videos. I'm the most base low-tier streamer you'll ever meet. I'm okay with that, too. Like, I don't know, I'm vibing. I don't need to be pulling Pokemon numbers to know I've had a positive impact on people, I guess. I actually timed it perfectly that time. I actually managed to get it off. Getting off at the last second. You love to see it. Alright, let's see, what's the schedule for today? So let's see, let's delete that email, that email, that email, that email. Cool. Alright. First appointment is that one. Yeah, I've been watching like all of the Lol Cow documentary videos they have on like Kiwi Tapes and Turkey Tom and Smokey MC. I don't know what it is about watching these people who are just like they're all like shade Emmas. They're all like fucking what's his name, Ambidex Wing. Like they just come in to the spotlight. They always start on like TikTok or YouTube, you know, posting like they just post like degenerate bullshit.
For my New Year's resolution, I'm going to be even more based and red-pilled than I was this year.
And then and it just grows, right? It just keep they get like an audience, but it's that one of those things where they're like, oh yeah, I'm popular. I get 100 people watching me every time I go live on TikTok Live. And it's just people telling them to shut the fuck up or like trying to bait them into saying stupid shit. And then what do they do? What do they do? They always fucking come out like for like trying to like solicit a minor on Discord. You got people like White Bowser. You got people like Boogie. Who is it? Jupiter the Hybrid. Just these losers, weirdos, and creeps. Oh, Keck, by the way, my parents and my aunt and uncle want to do dinner tonight at the Mexican restaurant we like, so yeah, EDP. I haven't seen the videos on EDP yet, though he comes up, like, he gets referenced a lot in the types of videos I watch. If I wanted, if I really wanted to just make trash content for YouTube, I would probably be really good at doing, like, those lolcow farm videos. Because I have this, like, natural inclination to, like, toy with these types of people when they show up. You know, when they show up in chat and they kind of act like a weirdo. Like, I pick up on it. I'm like, oh, this one's ripe for the harvest. And, like, we have our fun with them for, like, a couple months, and then we kick them out after they inevitably, like, drop, like, the 9/11 joke. Or the Hitler joke, and you're just kind of like, oh, okay, all right. It's not funny anymore. Now you just seem like an idiot. Now you're just being red-pilled, my guy. The only thing is like, because like our Discord's actually used for like hanging out, I don't want to have to like subject the Discord server to those kind of people. That's the trade-off, is like when you interact with those types of people, it affects the people around you, which is like kind of a difficult thing to mitigate sometimes. Yeah. No, here's the thing, is people are like, oh, don't feed the trolls. It's like, well, maybe the trolls are feeding me. Have you thought about that? I think it's perfectly acceptable when people act stupid on the internet to make fun of them for it a little bit. And people like, oh, you're just doing that because you're online. No, if people were being stupid online, I'd make fun of them there too. I mean, sorry, offline. I would make fun of them there too. I have no problem making fun of people to their faces. I've done it before. When I'm out at the store and I see some guy acting like a jackass, I'll make the comment. I don't even make it under my breath. I just say it out loud. I'm like, damn, bro. Yeah. Nothing's funnier too, like you get like one of those like racist trolls and then you like trick them into giving you their address or something. Also, like that kind of looks like Among Us. I don't know. It looks like it like sees the little feet and the little lump and then the little backpack. Sus. People are like, I don't fucking see it. Marina, you're delusional. It's fine. I know it's there. Obogus. Yesterday, I had my boss, like, try to defend AI, because we were talking about it, and I mentioned, like, that he was having me look at it, because I guess he didn't tell other people on the team that that was, like, something he asked me to do. So I was like, yeah, I've been looking at the AI, so it's super easy for stuff, and one of our designers goes, why? I'm like, because John told me to, and then, like, I didn't realize that my boss is like, oh, I didn't want you telling people I had you looking into that. But it's like, well, they deserve to know. Also, it's funny, like this stuff is pretty garbage. Because we were talking about, like, AI-generated slop, and, like, one of our clients is sending us AI images and saying, like, hey, can you integrate this? And we're like, we take a closer look at the picture, and it looks bad. Like, they sent us this one, it's like a lifestyle image of, like, a couple on a couch watching a movie on a projector, and, like, the guy is, like, fused with the couch. And our client said, like, oh, this is good to go. Like, our in-house design team created this with AI, and we like how it looks. And I'm like, this is half man, half couch. And so, like, we were talking, like, mad shit on AI. And my boss is like, well, like, I think it's a viable thing for us to look into. And I'm like, is it though? Like, this is slop. Like, the client gave us slop to work with. Are you proud of this? If you showed this on a design and he said, yeah, we made this, like, we made this landing page, like, and look at this cool image we found. Like, people laugh at you for that. People get laughed at for much less. How bad was the fusion? I can't share the image, but it... You know that Zehanort boss fight we did the other day? Or Zemnis, or whatever? Instead of, like, the weird giant monster heartless penis thing, like, imagine that was Couch, and that was the guy. And then it was funny, because he was, like, the AI, like, gave the guy a hover hand around his wife. Like, she was, like... Because they were, like, cuddling on the couch watching the show on the projector screen, and, like, his arm is, like, hovering behind her. I'm like, damn, even in AI, he got no game. Just, like, rip my guy. It's wild out there. I'm starting to see things now, too, that, like, the investment in AI isn't paying off. Because it's not producing the high-quality results fast enough, and most companies are getting significant backlash for their use of it. So, like, you know, you got companies spending tons of money backing AI, saying, like, yeah, like, we just want to be able to use this for free once it comes out. And they're putting all this investment in it, and then, like, they you know, have game studios who are using AI in their art, getting booed at by their fans and getting boycotted, and it sucks for them. But they also did it to themselves. So, you know, you got millions of dollars going into something, and then it's not giving you what you need, and if anything, it's just hurting you. Like, I think AI is going to start becoming... It's either going to do one of two things. Either it's going to get way too good and get used way too frequently, and it's going to be a problem, or it's going to become this niche thing where, like, some companies use it and some don't, and it's going to be like... It's going to be like when you go to a grocery store and then you buy something and it says organic on the side. It's going to say, like, AI free or something. Like, they're going to start using it as a way, like, as a buzzword to promote things they're selling. All right, Keck, have a safe flight. Also, hi, Kaiser. Sorry, I missed your message. Hope you're doing good. So whenever I see, like, anytime I see, like all natural or organic or hormone free, non-GMO, it's all buzzwords to me, and I'm starting to see them in, like, tech too. The most common one I see with gaming is people using Hall effect when they're describing, like, game consoles or game controllers. Like, oh, it comes with Hall effect joysticks. It's like, okay, but, like, what does that actually mean, though? It just means it's less prone to stick drift in the same way that most modern controllers are. It doesn't make them immune to degradation or issues in the long run. Yeah, AI is definitely cannibalizing itself a bit, because, like, I don't know, there was that one world we were playing in Fortnite. It was called Guess the Animal Sound, and you had to, like, it would play a funny sound, and then you had to guess what animal it was, and then run through a portal that had a picture of that animal. But, like, it was like a slow descent into madness, because the AI, the images were all AI generated, and so it was like a monkey with, like, 4 eyes, or, like, a fish with 2 mouths. It was just weird. And I was like, this, like, isn't even good AI. Like, you think AI would be able to generate a fucking image of a parrot without, like, creating some weird alien species. AI slop. That's all it is. Oh, I never did send the creator of that map a picture of me finishing the level and saying, fuck you, I did it. Easy. Dude, okay, hang on. I keep pushing and my team's not there, and then I'm, like, dying. And it's kind of embarrassing. I don't know, man. I don't think AI has got it. I think AI is gonna be kind of like NFTs at a certain point where people just laugh at you. Like, they're not going away, but, like, only idiots are gonna invest their time and energy into it because everybody else is gonna look at it and go, like, generative AI, at least. I think AI speech models, like, for writing things are, I think they have a place in saving time. Like, I'll use, like, ChatGPT to professionally reword my emails to clients, because it's a lot faster for me to write an email and say how I actually feel, and then process it through, like, basically sanitize it with AI. like that's a victimless crime, so to speak. Whereas like generative AI for like creating like an image or like a picture of like a fucking anime girl, like, what are you doing? Go pay an artist on Skeb $50 to draw what you want, and then people won't actively like make fun of you and crucify you for it, because like there's websites where you can see what images are being used to train the AI models, like, so you can see that when the stuff is stolen, and when people try to defend their AI stuff, it's never like a justified explanation of like what's actually happening. It's always just like, well, I spent 15 hours creating the perfect prompt and refining the image generated, so it's basically my art. And it's like, yeah, but no, it's not. And I think the average person isn't gonna spend 15 hours prompt writing. Like, spend that 15 hours practicing your drawing skills, and you'll get so much more out of it. I think the average person, like, when they generate an AI image, the image they create, if you squint, you go, okay, that looks close enough to what I asked it to make. But, like, most people aren't going to sit and take the time to make the perfect AI image. They got people on, like, fucking Udemy selling AI prompt writing courses for hundreds of dollars, and people are paying money for this. Like, it's fucking wild. Also, Haku Beans, I like your name. It's a cute name. Bro, who pays for porn? I mean, I get paying, I guess if you pay OnlyFans, like, that makes sense. Or, oh, fuck me, I fell off the map. I get paying for OnlyFans, and I get paying for, like, Patreons, but, like, if you're paying for a Pornhub Pro, like, what? First off, why would you put your credit card information on any porn site? Like, that's clown behavior. Oh yeah, paying an artist to draw your smut, that's massive dick energy. That's the fattest, girthiest meat you could possibly have. Bro, I need an energy drink too. I'm fucking dying. Whoa, there we go. But yeah, long story short, I have to use AI for work because my boss is making me and I hate it, and I'm gonna make fun of it. And the other day, my boss is like, you're kind of negative about the whole AI thing. I'm like, yeah, I am, and you should be too, because we work in the creative industry, and people are gonna use this as a justification to pay us less. Or they're gonna try and, like, create this slop and then, like, use it to promote their products. And here's the thing, is, like, nobody wins in that scenario, because if they use the AI-generated images and it comes out that the images are AI-generated or people pick up on it, it always backfires. It never doesn't backfire. When have you ever seen a company come out on the other end of, like, getting called out for using AI? And when have they ever come out the other end in a better position? Adobe is bleeding right now after all their stuff with AI. And all these companies that have, like, incorporated... Foam Stars got fucking brutalized by the fact that they used AI for even just something as simple as creating cover art for the in-game soundtrack. Hi, Chris. You guys remember Foam Stars? I bet half of you forgot Foam Stars even existed. And that's because AI killed the game. It could have been a Splatoon-like game that competed in this market where, like, Splatoon doesn't really have any competition. It's a pretty unique game. Unfortunately, it's not a very popular game. I mean, in Nintendo sense, yeah, it is, but, like, most people don't go, man, I wish I had a Switch so I could play Splatoon. People aren't buying Switches to play Splatoon, usually. Maybe when the games come out, but that's it. If I showed you Foam Stars, you'd be like, oh shit, yeah, that game. Basically, they made Splatoon, but replaced the squids with VTuber-style characters, and then instead of shooting ink, they shoot foam. Yep. Foam Stars used AI to create the album art for the in-game soundtrack. So, like, when you go to the music player, there's, like, little album art covers for each song in the game. And it came out that they were using AI, because Square Enix is, like, really big on using AI. Or at least they said they were. And they got booed for it, and a lot of people opted not to play the game. I was gonna no-life that game, because I actually thought it was pretty fun. I got invited to play the alpha for it, and the beta for it, and, you know, I actually enjoyed it. But the fact that they use AI, and they were, like, kind of dishonest about it at first, because they were, like, they didn't say where it was. And it turned out that it wasn't just, like, the album art. It was, like, used in other places, too. And it's for small stuff, but the fact that they weren't upfront about it made, like, it just destroyed the trust. So, it sucks, because the game could have... the game could have been something I got behind, and I think it died on the vine because of the AI stuff. I really do. And it was such a stupid thing for them to use AI for, too. Because, like, AI, I think there's, like, if you're using generative AI for something, like, say, like, alright, here's a good example. See these bricks right here? See these bricks? If I was to use AI to generate that brick texture, that'd be one thing, right? But then, like, you have, like, this art piece here. Like, an artist should make this. An artist doesn't need to sit and make fucking bricks in Photoshop. It's an expensive use of time. But like all these like little stickers and graffiti and stuff, like if they were AI generated, you would know like immediately, and you go, this looks like dog shit. Cause like, you know, I've seen, like, I do my fair share of like level design and creating things in VR. And trying to find the texture for bricks. Like, you either gotta go out and take a picture of bricks yourself, and then create all the normal maps and height maps and smoothness maps, or you can have AI generate it. Or you could pay someone to do it. Or you could, like, you could pay one of these, like, overpriced stock texture websites and spend fucking $25 on a brick material set, which is usually never worth it because they're usually poorly constructed. It's all about balance, right? Like, if people created AI, generative AI, and they're just using it to make funny pictures and, like, do things that no person wants to do, I don't think people would be as bothered by it. It's the same. It's like why people are like not getting upset as much about people using AI to generate text-related things, like writing news stories with AI is lazy and it usually like cites misinformation. But then there's like the same people are like using it to write their college essays, right? Because it's doing something they don't want to do. But like art is something that artists should want to do. And we should want to pay artists to do right. If they don't want to make the art, then why are they, then don't make it. Don't have AI do it for you. If you could have AI do your taxes, I'm sure no one would have a problem with it. As long as it was reliable, right? If AI could reliably do your taxes for you, and you had 100% confidence that it worked, you wouldn't be bothered by it. Because no one wants to do your taxes. Even people who do taxes hate doing taxes. My tax guy fucking hates his job. But like, I don't know. It's like it's a weird fine line, because like once you get to the areas of like there's the way AI works, right, is that it uses a learning model. And the learning model is you're teaching it, this is what graffiti looks like. This is what a sticker looks like. This is what a sticker looks like. This is what a sticker looks like. This is what graffiti looks like. And it makes those associations, applies them to a number set, and creates this like weird fifth dimensional vector for what that concept is. And so if a child draws a picture, right, using their own imagination, say, wow, you made art. The child learns that art is, I have an idea in my head, and then I create that idea in a way that someone else can experience it. But if you give a child a picture, if you give a child like a picture of Goku and the materials to trace it, and then he traces it, and then you go, wow, that was art. What are you, like, you're teaching the child wrong, right? And that's the problem with AI, is AI can't imagine things without having an example put in front of it. And so when we're talking about things like math, and we're talking about things like words and language, there's a certain logic there that applies that I think, like, it's easier for it to be used ethically as opposed to like art, where AI cannot come up with an art concept without having someone teach it to them. It's like language, you have to have someone teach you language, and it's entirely based off of I'm trying to think of the right word here to describe this. You can't learn language, or I guess you can't learn a specific language like English or Japanese without example, right? You can't just make up English language. You can't just make up Japanese language. It's something that's been established, and it has to be taught to you using examples of what exists. Whereas art comes from the imagination. And that's the difference between like a generative art AI model and then like generative text. Exactly. AI used to process logic patterns is one thing, because that makes sense. Computers can do logic. Computers can't do imagination. Because even it's all just reacting to what you're feeding it. And that's why AI art isn't art. Yeah, I wish AI could be used for more interesting things, like having actual video game AI that reacts to you. I think AI can have some pretty cool uses in game design. Like, okay, so one good example is like Skyrim mods. People taking existing voice samples from in-game voice characters to generate AI audio so that they can have fully voiced, like, mods that use existing characters. Because realistically, like, they're, like, some guy making a fucking mod in his basement is not gonna have the money to hire the voice actor to, redo audio lines, and they probably couldn't do that even if they had the money due to the way contracts with, you know, Bethesda and their voice actors work. So, you know, using AI to, in that sense, is kind of neat. I think that's like a kind of practical use of it. It's not some guy making a fuck ton of money off of it. He's just using it to, like, expand the game with a silly little mod storyline. Like, obviously, there's concerns about deepfakes, and there's concerns about people, like, I don't know, there's enough audio samples of myself out there that someone could probably make a pretty solid, like, AI voice model for me on, like, what is it, like, 7 Labs or whatever is that website. You can just upload audio clips of a person and then make them say whatever silly thing you want. Like, that can be kind of concerning, because someone could take all my voice clips and then just make me say really out-of-pocket, horrible shit. Yeah, I mean, I think they're getting there with robots, but, like, you see these videos where they have, like, the robot trying to walk around, and then the guys are just pushing it, like... That's why the robots are gonna kill us once the AI gets sentience. Yeah, I understand that, like, the context for those is usually non-existent. So, like, they're like, what they're actually trying to do is demonstrate the robot's ability to, like, maintain balance under adverse conditions. But, like, the way they do it is so mean. So they just all stand in a circle around the robot and kick it and stuff, and I'm just like, bro, why would you make it look like a dog and then go around kick it? That's some weird, that's weirdo behavior. Like, I think... I think they need to stop trying to make robots that look like people. I've only ever seen them used for weirdo purposes. Like, there was that one where someone, like, synthesized the voice of someone's dead daughter. This is, like, in Japan, mind you. So, like, Japan and their thing with, like, human robots is a little weird sometimes. But they had this, like, this woman whose child died in, like, a car accident or something. And they made, like, a fucking robot that looked like her daughter so that she could talk to it. Oh. Been getting a lot of, like, weird DM requests on Twitter lately. Like this one from an account called Mr. Child Predator. When our Lord and Savior, the Orange Man, is back in office, I'm gonna find it funny when he destroys the transgendered Nazis in America. Blackface Hitler will deal with Code Channel up in Canada. It'll be exciting. What the hell does that even mean? That's the kind of shit I get in my DMs on a more regular than not basis. My man's is unhinged. Yo, okay, like, I don't want Trump to win. Obviously, like, that's a conflict of interest, and look, I don't think my politics are a bit more centered than the average trans person, but the Republican Party right now is so incredibly unhinged, and Trump is like on a whole nother fucking planet. Like, the dude's he's just insane. Like, he's not even, it's not even the fact that he's like a bad person. He is a bad person, but he's just insane. He's so detached from the reality of like, the fact that the guy's idea of like a prison sentence is him being on house arrest in Mar-a-Lago for however long. He will never know what it's like to be a normal person, and that makes him a terrible candidate to run a country in the free world. But in spite of all of that, I'm not exactly feeling great about Joe Biden either. The dude, I watched him on a press conference yesterday, and the dude nearly fell asleep like 6 times. I could tell looking at his face while he was answering questions. Anytime he had someone say something to him, he looked like he was like staring into a bowl of soup. He looked like he was barely alive. Why are the people running for the country or running for the presidency so fucking old? I don't think we've ever had presidents as old as we do, like, right now. Yesterday, he got the president, or the leaders of Ukraine and Russia mixed up. That's a pretty big oops. That's a pretty big fucky wucky. See, and Des, I don't blame you. I don't think you can really blame anyone for saying, like, hey, I don't pay attention to politics, hey, I don't really keep track. But the reality of it is, like, minimally, you should get out and vote. And if you don't know who to vote for, ask the people you care about who they're voting for and help them. Because, like, every time you don't vote is one more vote for the other guy, effectively. Not voting, if you vote, best/worst case scenario is that your vote cancels out another vote. And that's fine. But if you don't vote at all, then the worst option is always getting an extra vote. That's just how it works. Well, see, you do live in Texas, but here's the thing. Again, you gotta, like, look at the bigger picture. It's not just about your city. It's not just about your state. It's not just about your... It goes all the way up to the country level, right? Because the guy you vote for at the country level is gonna set the tone for everyone else. And in the context of the city you live in, if one city starts doing something, other cities might start following suit. So it makes sense to get involved. Minimally, it's just like, what are the main things you care about, right? Figure out which side of the fence the candidates stand on for the things you care about, and if you at least just vote on that, you're doing something. Because if you don't vote for anything, you can't complain about anything. So for me, I mostly look at, I'm not looking at property taxes. I'm not looking at how businesses are taxed. What I'm looking at is this person gonna try to outlaw my fucking existence or the existence of people I care about? So, like, when I lived in California, like, a very common thing to look at was, like, how did they handle the topic of illegal immigration? Because some of my best friends were Mexican, and their parents weren't legal. They were legal, but their parents weren't. And if they got, you know, their parents got deported because whatever person getting voted in was a jackass and wanted to just go, you know, full bore, kick out all the legal immigrants, then you know, that was something I had to care about. I didn't need to understand all of the nuances of, like, how illegal immigration impacts other things. I'm just looking at the people I care about, right? And trying to understand what's gonna have the most important impact on them. And that's the case with, like, voting for Donald Trump or voting for Joe Biden. If you're friends with transgender people and you vote for Donald Trump, you need to send all of your trans friends an apology. You need to send all of them an apology and $500 so that they can have money to move out and save themselves. Like, when it comes to financial things, I do tend to lean probably a bit more. Oh my god, fuck! I almost got a triple. I do tend to lean a little bit more towards, like, the middle of the road. I don't like I'm not huge on, like, handout programs and stuff. I'm in that weird spot in, like, lower middle class where I make just enough money that, like, I don't need handouts, but I don't make enough that I can live super comfortably all the time. Like, I'm not qualified for handouts, but I am qualified to help contribute to pay for them, and that kind of sucks. But, like, I do believe that that racism in America should not be a thing, right? And so that alone is grounds enough for me to vote Democrat. And yeah, no, Joe Biden was a episode of Smiling Friends. No, you're fucking absolutely on point with that. Obviously, I'm transgender, and I have been fortunate enough that I am medicated on estrogen. I've gotten bottom surgery. I am not disabled. I am, as far as my transition goes, I'm happy with where I am, and people can't take it away from me. I've already legally changed my name, my legal gender, on all my documentation. I've had my sex change. They can't make me grow my penis back. They can't push me. They you know, no matter what happens, unless we, like, enter straight up Nazi America and they put me in a concentration camp, they're not going to be able to change me physically, right? So I'm in a pretty good spot in that regard, but I know a lot of my friends haven't even been able to get the hormone therapy they need to help them not be suicidal. And those are the people that my vote is for helping those people out. Because if you're not in a position to vote for something that benefits you, vote for something that benefits someone you love. It costs nothing to vote. If anything, you could argue that inaction could cost more, because who knows? They could pass a law that takes away some of your social safety netting. Things like unemployment, things like Social Security. What are you going to do if they take that shit away from you, right? I have had one of the smoothest transitions. And, like, yeah, I've hit hiccups along the way, and it was hard. I mean, I gave up almost an entire year of streaming so I could sit on the phone with doctors and doctors' offices for like hours on end in the morning to schedule my surgery and get it to happen, even up until the final minutes. The day before my surgery, the day before I was supposed to go under the knife, I was on the phone with my insurance to make sure that they would cover my hospital stay afterward, because my insurance didn't want to pay for the hospital stay. They said, you get your dick cut off and you go home, put some ice on it, idiot. Which, had I had done that, I might have died, because I got an infection while I was in the hospital and had a really high fever one night. And if I had been at home, I probably would have died. And like, when it comes to like my stance on being, I guess, part of the tolerant left, I'm actually probably less liberal than other trans people. I'm not like one of those weird, like, I always think it's weird when you get like a trans person who's also like a diehard Trumper. It's just like, what are you? You're a clown. This is clown world. But like, I'm not big on the weird like mob mentality, like looking for things to get offended by, like oversensitivity. It's a rough world out there, and I have pretty thick skin, so like, I don't know, when I see other like folks in my demographic like acting up and making us all look like crybaby assholes, that doesn't really sit well with me.
What?
Mega Vader. Oh my god, it's the ultimate Darth Vader. Yeah, like, being, I'm pretty, it's one of those, I'm trans, but I keep it to myself. And I don't do that in, like, I'm ashamed of it way. It's just, like, it doesn't really bother anybody else, so why would I make a big fucking deal about it? The way I look when I'm naked is between me and the people who are willing to pay for a tier 3 sub. The things I do in the bedroom with my partner are between me and her. Like, I don't make that, like, it's a pillar of who I am. I care about it, but it's not the whole house. And it puts me at odds with, like, especially if I go to like queer meetups and I hear them talk about things, and I kind of just cringe a little, because I'm like, you guys don't get it. Like, the expectations for the way that the world should wrap around them is insane. I think part of it too is, like, especially in my generation, things like No Kid Left Behind and participation awards ruin people. I think schools need to stop giving participation awards. I think it's stupid. I think it's caused my generation to be really fucking entitled, and I hate it. Sometimes you put in your best, and your best isn't good enough. Sometimes tasks aren't worth doing. I think when you tell people that just the bare minimum is good enough, they're gonna aim for the bare minimum, but then expect to be rewarded for it, and it's not healthy. Like, I don't think that the other side of the spectrum is unhealthy or is particularly healthy either. I don't think working yourself to death for recognition is worth it. There's definitely like a middle ground, but it's, see, no, I fucked up on this one. This one looks a little weird. Got a bit of a mushroom. Got a bit of a pro Jared dick going on here. Yeah. Yeah, the world, you can't expect the world to conform to you. You're always going to be going against the grain. Even if you are white, a white cis male who comes from money, there's always someone out there that's a bigger fish than you that's looking to use you to their benefit, to leech what they can off of you. You always got to be on guard. And the only way you can get through this world, the only way that you can make it work and survive is to find your tribe and support each other. And it's like those like concepts of found family, like I think have a lot of merit, because I think the reality is the generation before us really kind of gave us a shit hand to work with. And who knows, maybe they said the same thing about the generation before them. But the reality is that we're gonna have it harder than our generation, and it's not gonna ever, that ship isn't ever gonna right its course. You gotta find people who understand you and support you for who you are, and that you're willing to do the same for them. And to an extent, I think my only gripe with like found families is like sometimes it's less of a like, hey, we're supporting each other, and more of a we're licking each other's wounds. Like, I don't think it's particularly healthy when you have these found family situations where it's like everybody buys like a trap house together and then like sits and like, I don't know, just stews in negative mental health. That was my old house, my old household was like, we bought a house together because we were like, most of us were queer and most of us were artists or whatever. And it was a way to make it work, but I learned very quickly that household was holding me back because our goals weren't aligned. Because to me, that was a means to an end. It was a stepping stone for each of us to have a space where we could grow and build ourselves up and eventually move on to be successful, independent adults. No, they all wanted to just live in a big gay art house and not be adults for another 20 years. And then when they're too old and they're suffering from health issues, then have nobody to take care of them because none of them ever get married because they're all terminally single. Yeah. No, it's unhealthy. Like it's unfortunate too that it's such a common thing in the LGBT community. It's why I try to make the most of the opportunities I got. I know I'm fucking lucky. I'm fucking privileged that I was able to transition, get my surgery, and move on with my life. And I have a full-time job, and in a few weeks I'm gonna own a house. Like, I've got all these good things going for me. I'm lucky. And I'm gonna not waste those opportunities. I feel like I know a couple of other trans people that have transitions almost as smooth as mine, and then they just, after they get their bottom surgery, they just go and sit and rot. They take whatever disability they can, and don't even get me started on that, because I know so many people who go on disability that, like, I'd say I've got it worse, and I still find a way to maintain a job, but I don't know. My only thing I can suggest to them is, like, if they keep that up, at some point they're gonna get old and wrinkly and not have any Social Security to fall back on. That's rough. We got an ad break coming up. I'm gonna use it as an opportunity to go to the bathroom. All right. You guys be good. Here, let me. Where's I'm gonna start up the fishing mini game for you guys while I go to the bathroom. I also gotta load up on medicine because my throat's starting to get kind of weird again. Scratchy. Let's see. Fishing game. Give it a second. There we go. All right. I will be back. You guys behave. Enjoy some fishing. Alright, I'm back. Whew. You guys catch anything good? Fish. I'm glad you guys like the lurk bait game. I wish there was a way I could like implement it more regularly, other than just like when I'm going to go to the bathroom or something. But I'm also the type of person like if I'm not actively here, like why am I streaming? So if I was gonna be gone for like 30 minutes, I don't know. I see streamers that like leave their stream up for like 30 minutes or more at a time while they're AFK. I'm like, bro, like just end the stream and stream later. Just taking up the bandwidth. Oh. What'd we catch? Hey, it's the Minecraft axolotl. Hell yeah. The unfortunate thing is, I see a bunch of people on the Lurkbait Discord that have like, just AFK streams. Like, I don't get, like, why would you stream if you're not gonna be present? I've tried doing the AFK stream thing too. Like, I had, the Pokemon bots going. And it seems silly. Sneak, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, hey, you found a CD. There was something I was gonna do with that. I was gonna make it so if someone fished up the CD, then it was gonna, drop a link in the chat to download an album, but I didn't get that set up yet. I guess I'll just have to go post a cool album on the music channel for people to download. It was something I made on accident once, because, well, not on accident, but like the guy that makes the Lurkbait game was like, it would be cool if I could make it so people could fish up a CD. I was like, you mean like this? Yeah, the guy that makes the Lurkbait game is he still hasn't gotten back to me yet on working on that game. Damn, I'm still so far from getting that 5 stars. I don't know, these people that have like several 5 stars is like super sus. Alright, well, let's say we bang out a few more good rounds and then we'll wrap things up for the day. Oh no. Do you bring like a Game Boy or something to work that you can play, like your Switch, when things are slow, or do you not risk it? This is like, I don't bring anything fun to work except for my vibrating panties. Homie gooning at the job. Oh, the bloblobber. It's a fun weapon if you can get the hang of it. I struggle with it more often than not. There's certain maps I do really well with it, but I feel like the map is carrying me at that point. Damn. Des is just out here yapping. So do you guys wanna... What do you guys wanna do next week? Do you guys wanna try and start Shin Megami Tensei next week, or do we want to hold off a bit longer? Because I'm just like, I have concerns about starting it and then like having the move interrupt my stream schedule. Watch, I just come back after taking a break and moving, and I just like I just use a webcam to stream instead of a. It could be a fun. We could do like a subathon. See if we can get people. People to pool for that webcam stream. Y'all haven't even seen my blue hair since I dyed it. Oh, no. Oh, I almost fell off the map. Yeah, it'll give me time to grind it off stream too, I guess. Maybe we'll start it next Wednesday. Oof. That was a rough round. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see how things play out next week. It should be good with this cold by then that I've got. Yeah, we got the Dick Duck Fatty Whack Give a Dog a Bone on our team. But yeah, I don't know what it is lately that's got me on such an RPG kick. I think it's just that I like most of the multiplayer games I like right now, like the progression feels never ending, whereas like games like Kingdom Hearts, there's finite amount of progression. I think I'm just burnt out on games that like never finish. there's like no ending to Fortnite. There's no ending to Splatoon. It just, you keep playing them forever. I also hope Pokemon Legends XY or AZ or whatever the next one is. Like, I hope it's good. Yeah, everything's got like fucking daily challenges now. Everything's got like weekly challenges, and they try to bait you in with FOMO. Like even in Splatoon, like I saw there was like a stupid axolotl hood that I wanted, but I'm like, do I need that though? Like, do I really need to sweat for it? I gotta hit Battle Pass level 50 to get it, which means I gotta play every single day. See, but Final Fantasy, like, there's no time limit on anything. The seasonal events are like a single quest that you can do in like 15 minutes. There's the PvP stuff, but the PvP stuff, if you just do one round a day, like, you can just add it to your part of your roulette grind. Bro, we're getting dunked on here. Yeah, so here's the thing, and someone, was it, I think, Harada, the guy that does Tekken, made a comment that I thought was interesting, and that's when there's something that fans ask for, like a specific character or an idea or concept, it's hard for the game developer to implement it, because then they risk being sued. Oof. I was hoping we could wrap up on a win, but that's alright. It was close enough. Yeah. No, Final Fantasy is good about respecting your time. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, PvP, like, you can queue as anything, right? Because, like, it doesn't try to put you in, like, a balanced squad for PvP. Game does fuck all to balance the PvP. It's pretty fucking terrible. Oh my god. Right as I went up to interact with the thing. God, I love when this game gives me just utter garbage. Oh yeah, more XP tickets. This is my grip with Nintendo, is they don't know how to reward their fans for playing the games. So give you just dog shit. Yeah, if you're lucky, you get 2 Dark Knights. If you're unlucky, you get like just all DPSs. Oh, I have so many missions and rewards points. Is there anything good in here? Luigi's Mansion 2. Damn, anybody with this profile pic right here's got some big dick energy. I always get like the cute ones. I gotta play Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels to get the fucking stupid squid. Are you kidding me? This is stupid. Alright, well, while that's downloading, let me see who we're raiding today. If I even have any friends online that we can raid. Cool. Literally none of my friends are on. If you guys have a recommendation, I'll take it. Otherwise... Oh, wait, no. Hey, here we go. Hang on. We got someone. There we go. Alright. Here's the raid. I will see you guys later. I hope you have a good one. I love you. Bye.